Yes, it is. Good. And where are we going from this? Probably. Well, actually, I don't know. It's up to you to decide. So I'll just open the map and let you go wild.
Last time.
Yeah.
Last time, in fact, yeah. So we have a long last time to do.
Oh, that's the wrong thumbnail.
All right. Give me a shift P.
What is this sound?
Ready, check in the chat. Give me a click on that just in the chat, and we can begin.
Ooh.
All right, all right, all right. Okay, that's everyone. Oh, that was fast. I looked, I closed my eyes and opened them. It was already done.
Fast as Yas and the Wasp.
All right, all right. So one thing before we begin, guys. Full disclosure. Yesterday I had a bad day, really, really, really bad day, and you might feel that sometimes. I'm a bit off or distant, but it's okay. I want the idea to solve this, not to. I'm not doing this because I have to. I want to play, and it'll make me feel better. So thank you so much for coming, and I apologize if I don't know if I'm a bit slow. Um, so let's begin. So last time, last time
Dragon Ball Z.
was a long fucking time ago. So we need to remember the remembering. You guys are still in the inward minds of Ratamor not, of Rivalry. These intertwining caverns that sit underneath the outward mountain. They seem to have quite a bit of life in them. Lots of people from Rivalry that didn't know what to do to survive, perhaps completely desperate for an alternative for the farming land of their country, that which fed them and the entire generations before them has stopped giving life. Well, they pierced into the earth and found this group, the accursed. They've started to take in people within their cult and their town of Devil's Gift here underground. You do not know for what purpose, but you did hear a long speech by their leader, this woman, this old mother, a crimson red-headed lady, very, no, not very, but young and exceptionally beautiful, that for some reason could reach you to your very cores with her voice, but also with her power. As only with a flicker of her hand she controlled the very beating hearts within your chests. Quite a scary and, well, impressive power. She told them about a certain important task that needed to be done before the people of Rivlori could truly thrive, and it was to remove the false lord and take his lands for their own. Sorry. Um, whom this is, what are you going to do about it? That I don't know if you know. So I shall react to it as you progress through the story, and we shall see. At the moment, Thomas pierced one of these burial sites, this crypt, and there found the corpses of accursed, with their golden marks turned into incredibly sharp obsidian shards, which to him then became a realization that the entirety of the the northwestern desert beyond the Knuckles, this ashen sea of sands and dunes made of completely black sand, and also all of the black shards of obsidian that plague the land of the Diadalis are made of the same material as this black, almost glassy substance that has protruded from the corpses of those who failed to complete the destiny in the light of the One. Now you find yourselves in this room as people keep talking amongst each other about what they've heard, about what they decide. Some of them argue, some of them pack their things and leave, but the grand majority, they excitedly ask, how do I sign up? And they are led towards the door, the doorway that you come from, and slowly leading them towards a path you have not yet taken, to Devil's Gift. What do you guys do? I'm gonna change the music, sorry.
Oh.
Well, before you guys, if you guys want a moment to think as well, Val, can I ask you just a question out of character about your world? You know
Yes,
how in
absolutely, go
our
on.
You know how in Aragosia there's the mountains of black obsidian.
No, not Argosy. Yodalis.
Sorry. Oh, but okay. Thank you. Dude, is that from like an old war where like a whole lot of journeymen's like destinies just like were like, and they're just the mountains are just their piled corpses? That'd be crazy.
That
Who
would be.
knows?
We do not know, but that would be insane.
Dude, I was like, the first thing I thought when you said it's the same
Uh,
material, I was like, isn't there a whole
I
mountain
was
range
kind
of
of
that
thinking that
material?
kind of as well. I
Yo,
was
because
like,
your
yeah, I don't
character.
know. It kind of seems impossible. It's a lot. It's a lot of journeyman that would have to die.
Whoa. Craziness. Okay, sorry. Yes.
Hmm.
What are we doing, guys?
Gaturi and that lady there. She had the same kind of hair that this wee child has. Yeah, I think there's some sort of connection.
I wouldn't say that out loud.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Paris,
Oh yeah. Where is Paris?
like,
I don't even see her. Oh,
I'm
you're
just
the.
behind you.
I
I'm just behind
forget
you. I'm
you're
on the
the.
robot.
You have.
Yeah, that's me, bro. Um,
That's me, but
yeah. Can Paris just move a little bit to the front and turn? Because the game's paused, so I can't move her. She
Is
just
it?
wants to
it's
stand in
not.
front of them
It's
to
not
give
pause.
them.
It's a bug.
Oh, it's a
Thank you.
desync.
There we go. Give it shelter. If you move a little one step back, Tavish, she'll just give us some shelter and start whispering and be like, "Yeah, we don't want to say this out loud. We've covered her hair because I've maybe noticed
Oh, yes.
something as well. But first, we should probably. Where's Thomas?
Or maybe that lady related to me. We have
When
Yeah.
she, I mean, I don't know if I said it last time, and even if I forgot, I should really say it. So you realize that you haven't been paying too much attention to. Oh my God, Valerie?
Yes.
Is that her name here? Okay, thank God. You haven't been paying too much attention to Valerie. And when you do, you suddenly realize that she's been staring at that woman and the place where she was, now that she's left, with an incredible intensity. And you see that she's whispering something, but you can't quite hear it.
I turned to Galtharian and Tash. While the woman was speaking, Valerie whispered the word, and I get even closer and I lift my mask up so it's really just me speaking. She whispered the word mother.
Well, yeah, clearly she's the old mother. Of course she's mother.
You know what I mean, Tavish. That's not the way she said it, but she snapped out of it. It seemed she was almost in a trance.
Oh,
We should probably leave this place
maybe
very
she
quickly.
maybe she just needs a
But,
big punk on the head. My mother does that a lot.
Anyway, we
You
should
see
find
Tavish
Thomas.
motion a stick to bonk her on her head.
I don't think home would like that, Tavish, but you know.
Oh, where's home?
Oh yeah, where is home? Home has gone home.
All right, I'll find them. Don't worry about it. Okay, so what is next?
Tries to kind of be taller, and she's looking for Thomas.
All right.
Tavish like waves like a stick or something or a rock, I guess, because there's no sticks here, in front of Valerie's face. Valerie, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. And she pulls her hood down again. Sorry, forgot. And okay, I need to ask Thomas. Thomas, did you get out of the crypt yet?
Yes.
Okay, good. So Paris, you see how he nonchalant, bringing out something covered in cloth that is bigger than, like 3 times bigger than him. He gets out of the crypt before anybody realizes, and he starts to somehow thread the needle of this giant object to get back to you guys, perhaps. I don't know actually what he does. What do you do, Thomas?
I try. Oh. Un momento. Mezclarme. I try mix with into people. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. All right, give me a performance or stealth.
So
I'm really excited that my other character is kind of, I don't know if she's gonna go roguey, but man,
Oh no.
so excited to play a character
We
like
do
that.
not.
Oh, 10's not terrible.
Wow, it's so hard to see your rolls. My eyes are about to blow up. Okay.
I
So
have
with a
5
10, with a 10 in stealth, my friend, you sucked. So let me see what I can do to make your day a bit worse. Perception. Oh, my perception is not great.
Oh.
All right. Oh,
Oh, they just.
so
they
he's the
met it.
DC. So I did see it. All right. So there's a moment where some pair of eyes within the crowd cross with Thomas. You don't know who it is, but somebody was looking at you intently.
Hmm?
Hmm.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Paris,
I
because
didn't.
Paris is looking for Thomas. Has she seen Thomas yet? Can I roll a? Have I seen him?
Yes, you have seen him. You
Okay.
see him trying to scurry away.
All right. I quickly say, "Oh, you've got much more baggage than I thought you had. Let me carry some of that for you."
Oh, hello, hello, Mr. Mouse Man.
Hi. How
Uh,
are you?
I'm doing well.
Okay. I need go to here.
Elizabeth speaks out and she says to Gothurian, Mr. Gothurian, I don't think my father is here.
Yeah, we should probably withdraw from this chamber and look for him somewhere else.
No, yeah, I agree. This place smells like. Well, it doesn't smell very pretty.
Let's not offend the people in here. I believe we are quite outnumbered.
Gothurian, are you okay? Sound a bit down.
I feel so and so this morning. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh yeah,
My
I
voice is a
got you
bit.
feeling. I got you feeling. Well,
I
let's try
was
our
just
best to feel
checking.
better.
I was just checking pressure and everything, if everything was alright.
Nice. That's good. That's good to check. All right. Well, we move out of this chamber. I understand. As you move with the crowd, the pair of eyes don't. The feeling of that pair of eyes don't leave the back of your neck, Thomas. Somebody was staring at you so intently. Chicky, 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 chicky. That's everyone. So, I'm gonna move you to the other map.
Don't forget the doggy.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
The babies, the doggy, the people, everything.
Where's the skunk? No.
Let me go get him. Dead, 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 dead. Okay. And I bring you perfume. As you arrive into this chamber, these sort of like a crossroads in the caverns, you see two individuals being led to a room, or rather a pathway, that has a sign that says "No entry permitted." As they're being led there, somebody stops them, and this one, in red, the guard who's in the way, looks at the one who's brought them. They both nod, and this one asks, no, he doesn't ask anything. Sorry. They say, the two of them, the two individuals, they say, we are ready to give our all for the All Mother. Yes, me too. Whatever it takes to save our land. And now this one nods again. He steps aside, and they enter.
You know, the last time I heard somebody talk like that, they they were a different kind of entertainers.
Avish. Avish.
I
Be careful how you speak here.
It's always so fitting that Tavish has the loud mouth.
I'm not sure what I did wrong, but okay.
Maybe you could explain that to me later when we rest. I would like to learn more about your culture.
Let's see. The girls followed you, and you find yourselves once again at the choice. There's a signpost that says Devil's Gift. There's the way back. You could always look for a different path. You could try to force your way through the not permitted area, and this one is a dead end for you. So which one will it be?
We could check where all the civilians go over here. See if in the crowds anybody knows something about Elizabeth's father.
If we've come this far, I think, yeah, it would be. We need to
All
re-secure
right.
Valerie, though, and we need to get home on board with making sure she stays in her disguise so that she
Oh,
can best learn about her surroundings in a safe way and be
I'm gonna
exposed
bring
to
home.
as much as possible without putting us into a dire situation.
Right. Well, home spawns out of nowhere.
Read very carefully.
Ah, home. I was wondering where you were.
I feel very uneasy in this place.
I do. Do we send Home and Valerie out back first to wait towards?
I'm sure that'll be fine. I mean, there's plenty of people here. Don't think.
Okay. Paris like
Please, let me
re-secures.
stay. I want to
Paris
help you.
Oh, right. But then you have to promise me that you'll make sure that you stay as low key as possible. We're all trying to be, how would you say it? Subtle in our
You see
interactions,
her.
in our approach.
You see her trying to imitate the amputees, basically the Elixians, and she does this yes sir with a like a salute.
Yeah.
She pronounces it wrong, but you get the idea.
She's trying to join the military. I don't. I wouldn't take that choice, but sure.
All right, officer. You have, you must stay with home at all times. Are we understood?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take yes, sir.
Yes sir.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Come on home. We have orders. And they are also accompanied by your lizard.
Paris is like one of like many children as well. It's part of the reason it's so hard for her to just deal with kids.
All right. So, next we're going to Devil's Gift itself, and isn't that all right?
Even if it's not Christmas.
This doesn't feel like Christmas, though my heart is racing.
Can
It
I
doesn't
roll?
feel for the right reasons.
Can I roll history to see if I've heard tale of the Devil's Gift?
Of course, it's a great time to do that. So I
Yes,
have to
please.
load.
Would it be advantage because it's a Revelorian or no?
Maybe. Sure, I accept it.
Ooh, I really needed that advantage.
All right. How much a euro?
An 18.
An 18. Okay. So Devil's Gift. Devil's Gift is spoken in whispers, especially in the lower circles of society, which you often inhabit.
Hey.
In Devil's Gift is rather legendary, rather not something that when one speaks of commonly as if it was just, the village over. Most people don't know how to get here, so most of them don't even believe it exists. What else can I say? Devil's Gift, the name, is lost to time. It's such a strange name for a place in Rivalori. After all, Rivalori suffered more than any from the attacks of demons in the past. I guess devils and demons, to the scholar that may know the difference, might have a different connotation, but not the Rivalorians. The Rivalorians are all one in the same thing. And I'm gonna load the map and start making you big. So, am I forgetting something? No, good.
You forget the
Um,
spaghetti.
You forget spaghetti.
as the long tunnel opens before you, you get to see the real thing. However, this is no longer legend. This is very clearly a place that many people live at. People from many cultures. In the true Revelorian way, humans are not a minority, they've never been, but they are, however, accompanied by greatly numerous groups of different races and cultures. Um, this place is a very vertical place that is built around a singular crack under the earth, with a long river that may have, at some point, eroded this crack into existence. The connector river, of course. People here are somewhat shady, you feel, but perhaps it's because the place is dark at all times that it feels that way. Identity and innocence or good intentions, they are all more optional than in a normal society.
Hmm.
Here, you feel like keeping your hand around
Whoa,
your
big
coin
stuff.
purse at all times, and
Like there's
it's
libertine
clearly
around.
there's also this scent of excitement as well. You know, almost like the forbidden, and for that for which you would be terribly judged is here more acceptable. You might find things here that that you would never anywhere else.
Hmm.
All right. So, as you start to hear the river and you see the people, you get to see that there's well a plethora of options for you to look at. Give me a second that I look at my list.
Can I? Can I? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I would like to do an anthropology role as well on the culture of Devil's Gift.
I was gonna poke at the nearest person
Absolutely.
and ask something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will do that. So, because do you tell us this stuff as we're walking along, Tavish, or do you just kind of reminisce on your own? Either or is fine.
Yeah, I think I
I
would.
would definitely be
Like,
quite keen to listen.
like,
Okay.
well, for what I've heard,
I didn't
this.
roll with Gastuben because he lived a very secluded life, so I don't think he ever heard of
Yes. I
Devil's
would be.
Gift.
Well, this Devil's Gift, I've heard the tale of it. Apparently, it's here.
I'd be writing notes, man. Yeah, I'd be
It's
writing notes about
quite
everything you said.
it's quite the sight for the underground dweller. I would keep your coin purse to yourself here. Keep an eye on it.
All right, Paris. Do you want to roll that anthropologist?
Yep. So my anthropology role then, I'd like to roll it on. So even amongst sort of underbellies, there's still a hierarchy. If we're trying to look for someone, we kind of have to at least understand who knows what, and in a like so in this kind of culture, who do we think, like, would it be guards? Would it be blacksmiths? Would they have a law like enforcement of some kind, some sort of head, some sort of top, where we'd be able to like she's trying to think about who would be in this kind of
All
group of
right.
people who we need to look for.
Go on. So with 25, you have more than enough to figure out a couple of things just right off the bat. First of all, you realize that the architecture here is mixed, but it's mostly divided in two. The newer, clearly Revelorian architecture of homes built from wood and stone, very medieval-like, and then the lower level, which was probably the original. Um, it seems to be entirely different from the whole different culture. A lot more curves, a lot more decorations that now have faded or been replaced. But there is a certain harmony between all of the buildings on the lower level, as if they were planned. And you realize that it reminds you a lot of your neighbors, of the Lavanians, as if at some point somebody here from Lavani decided to make this town in Rivalori. That is the first thing that you pick up on, but you don't see that many tieflings or clearly Rivalorian people. So, no, sorry, clearly Lavanian people. So you can't quite tell what has happened between then and now, but your best guess is that this place has seen a reuse, an abandonment. Is that a word?
Mm-mm.
Yes.
It was abandoned.
Okay.
Yeah, and
It has seen a time where it has been abandoned and another where it has been reclaimed. Next is the current situation, however. You realize that this small society is it's growing. You can tell that it's beginning to thrive, really. And it's not a kingdom, it's not a town per se. It reminds you more of like a city that is under siege and it's under martial law. The cultists here are everywhere. They wear red and they manage almost everything. The people get to have their own businesses, their own homes, and that's their sanctuary. Whatever they do in there, there is no law here to protect anyone against what may happen inside, behind closed doors. But in the street, the cultists are keeping the peace, and they are clearly doing a good job. It would seem like they are giving these places as a religious importance, and their zealotry and their dark devotion has brought them to somehow keep really good care of the streets themselves, and it shows. The people walk quickly when they are around the cultists. They don't want to get in trouble.
as we're walking along these, and Tavish has explained, Paris is thinking she kind of like whispers to them. She goes, she's trying to be out of Elizabeth's earshot, so it's just for Galthuri and Tavish and Thomas. She's saying, I don't think that her father could be here without the cultist guards knowing. They have their entry point. They have the list of names. Unless we can see his name in and it hasn't gone out, I don't think he's here.
Well, I guess suppose we can ask one of the guards as well to see if he's been around.
It's
They
probably
have
the
eyes everywhere, I
best
suppose.
last option. Yeah. If anyone were to know, it would be
Assume,
them.
assuming they would be truthful.
I'm gonna
All right.
motion to one of the guards.
And do what?
Oh,
Oh yeah, Thomas.
Absolutely.
Guys, encontré, ¿cómo se dice? Encontré. Um, I'm feeling this. I look for you. This. Um, this.
Oh, you show the side. You all get to see this very long black pole that at the moment has no blade. It's as if when he stowed it, the blade has disappeared. But the second he grasps it, a blade begins to form from blood.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
oh, that looks dangerous.
Isn't it one of their weapons?
It looks like a far more powerful and advanced version of what they carry.
Can I try and use my body to block everybody, like block this from view, please?
You cover it quickly with the cloth that he had it covered by with his red scarf, essentially. So now it
There
just looks
seems
like a
to be
staff.
some. There seems to be some magic involved.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you find this? It looks. I've never seen anything like that before. Can I? I mean, I'll roll a pointless engineering on it, but I do. I think that's what she would do. Oh no, she'd totally roll an anthropology, but we can't because right now we can't look at it clearly. No,
Well,
we're not even going to roll anything.
I think we've got enough there. You do, however, spot the street, how there is different signage, and you see that there's many businesses here, places where you could look for information or just to actually trade for goods and services. I'm going to mention some of them.
Oh.
You do see. Okay, so you see one place that instantaneously catches your eye, Tavish. The famous, or rather infamous, Wretched Brew. The Wretched Brew is a dimly lit tavern with a very dark and old reputation amongst those who would rather rest safe because nowhere is safe for them because the law is looking for them. It is the one place where anyone really can rest, and it would seem like there's a special event happening at the moment.
Oh, don't tell me
It
it's.
says
Oh.
it says Devil's Drought
Hmm.
now in auction, and a lot of people are walking in.
Hmm.
You see another business. This one maybe could fall out to Paris. Paris, you see a symbol of an anvil, but it has the style of anvil design that the Dalicians had, the people of your actual race's origin. So an elven anvil, and it would seem like they put a great effort into specifying onto the style of the symbol that the anvil is completely black, like charcoal black, like soup black. All right. You see, you see basically a hole in the wall as well that has a wooden sign right in front of it. It says the cursed curio. It doesn't say anything else.
Okay, we should
Then
roll
you
it.
see. Sorry, 1 second. Just two more.
No.
You see a long and sinuous path that basically zigzags into the earth. It is basically like a dark alley, but it goes downwards in a long, wet stone staircase. At the very end, you can tell that there is something. I mean, it looks like a business, but who the hell would put a business so deep and alone in the middle of nothing, cramped between walls? And there's only one person right in front of the counter. It's only like a post, basically, not more as much of a business. But it would seem like they are offering something. You see people in a hurry, usually really worried, walking in and then walking out with really shocked faces, or really happy, or really sad faces. Never normal faces. um, then you see the biggest sign. It says the Bone Market, and there's a big entrance, and people are coming in and out. Some are in a hurry, some are relaxed. You know not what is in the Bone Market, but it's the largest place here.
Hmm.
We could ask around, perhaps in the market or one or the other place, the tavern, or something like that, to see if they saw perhaps the men going or coming.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
All right, guys, what is next?
Are there any guards in front of the tavern?
No.
Hmm. I think I'll still try to motion to one of the guards. And
You still try to what the guys?
motion to one of the guards, like motion them.
Oh, with motion you mean like call out?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you meant. I thought motion was more like pointing at. I was like, well, okay, you pointed at me, cool. All right. So you motion at one of them, and one of these cultists allows this robe stained at the floor for dragging it everywhere, to to drag itself in his path towards you, and as he reaches your position, more or less, he salutes. Welcome, my good man. How may I help you?
Yes, we were looking for someone. Oh shoot, what was his name? He's supposed to be oh yes, he's supposed to be an alchemist. Have you seen?
Alchemist.
Have you seen him anywhere?
He like looks up left, and you can see it below his hood, as if he's trying to remember. Frederick sounds familiar to me. Yes, an alchemist. Yes. Wait a minute.
Oh.
There is one. There is one here. Well, actually, there was two. There was an alchemist here that used to visit one of our local alchemists. He would often visit him very often. But I haven't seen him in a long time. Are you sure he's here?
We're not entirely sure. We're looking for him. You see, we have his daughter. We're not holding her for ransom or anything. She's merely lost, and we're seeking to reunite them.
What's the name of this local alchemist that he was visiting often?
I gotta check it out.
I must confess, we were hoping that you might know if he was here, or one
All
of our
right. He
guides. You have
says.
an excellent system.
He says. Oh, you used to have a shop, the Bubbling Beaker, but I think he caused a couple of accidental explosions or something, and he lost his shop. His name was Bramwick Moskland, I believe.
Would you happen to
Could
know
you
where we
ask
can
him?
find them?
He says,
I start.
oh, I'm afraid I have no clue. But as for the other one, I can't really help you, but I can give you recommendations. There is this place here. Usually we don't like seeing it, and we all often try to stay away from it. It's not very well looked upon to even climb down its long stairs, but the Vale of Whispers, it's a shop here. A truth sayer, a fate weaver, and a future seer offers his services there. I'm sure that whatever you're looking for, there, at the very least, you will find a useful tool to help you in your search.
Well,
Thank you for your assistance.
Thank you.
Hmm. Do not worry, the old mother provides me with assistance on the daily, and to extend her love to you is my pleasure. May she bless you, for you are all her children. And he walks away.
Hmm.
And the echoing sound of his steps leave you in a bit of a, it is quite strange to talk to people like this. It makes you feel weird because they are so perfectly sure of it, of what they believe in. And even though they might be punished or even killed for their beliefs, they still do it. It's strange to behold. What do you guys do next?
I'm gonna point at the stairs going down. So should we go down there now, or are we still going to the tavern? Or
This
Caius
point,
glances
let's.
at the.
At this point, I feel like we could try them too.
Hmm. So you're going to the Vale of Whispers?
If there is a soothsayer and might have an actual soothsaying power, we could ask that. Otherwise, we could rack up some words in the tavern, I guess.
yeah.
Caius is quite
Mm.
interested in the in what looks like the engineer. She wants to do a history roll on the sign as well, and whether the deep black color means anything extra about what they're skilled in.
Uh, um,
What do you want to do, Thomas?
don't
Pasito.
say I'm hard, guys. I need a rest now.
He's hurt. Huh?
Oh. Have I healed you today?
Wait,
Here, let me help you.
how did you get hurt?
Oh, I think he got hurt picking up the obsidian.
Ah,
I see.
oh, your hands. Your hands don't look very good.
Oh my goodness, how do we help?
I'm
I'm so sorry.
where
Let me put
where
it
is
on.
this? I'm
Uh,
bleeding,
uh, uh,
bleeding,
I'm no doctor, but
Bleeding.
uh,
Bleeding.
bleeding.
I'm no doctor, but I can give you a hug.
That's very thoughtful, Tavish, but I'll bandage him, I think.
In case there is a
Right.
need, I have some magic to assist with that. I reserve that for
Oh shoot, why did that come
more
up?
dire condition.
Oh, sorry, my history roll went. I wanted to roll history on that sign. I was meant to do that though.
Which one? Oh, the The Elvish one?
Mm-hmm. On the sign.
Of course.
Just if I know anything extra about it.
All right.
Wow.
So,
And I hear
Um,
you 11, Thomas.
oh, 11. You regain 11 HP, Thomas.
I think we are level 2, so it's
You.
12.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, it's
No,
off.
not going to run on.
I think we are level 2. I don't know if Thomas is level 2.
Does that matter?
Yeah, Thomas will catch up eventually.
Okay.
Yeah, Doctor heals more the higher level you are.
I don't
You don't?
escucho escucho.
What?
I'm listening
Can you hear us?
very low volume.
Of
Paris.
whom? Oh, well, you can raise her. You just go
I
to
don't.
Discord, right-click her name, and move the volume to the right.
I have Paris.
At max? Oh.
200%.
Hmm. Well,
And
Paris, you might
for
have to get a bit
listening.
closer.
I got. Oh, I can talk louder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a little bit better. Thank you. Sorry if it's uncomfortable, though.
No, it's okay.
Paris, you restore me
Yes.
Yes, 12 HP.
11 points.
12. 12.
Oh,
Just
12.
this is my. I have a 7 point.
Oh my
Oh, dear.
Oh, his
goodness.
maximum HP is 7.
oh, that works out.
Okay, I
I'm-
definitely can keep you.
Definitely
Thank
pick
you,
him up. Like,
Paris. I never I never I feel better.
Never feel
You've
better.
never felt better. Oh, I'm glad that I could help. I'm sorry that it took me so long to see your bleeding hands. You can always ask. I'm kind of a doctor. It's just I'm a doctor of
Kind of a
poisons, really.
doctor.
Normally, she's
I'm
so
just,
proud of being a doctor, but
kind of a
now that
doctor.
everyone needs her to do medicine, she's just like starting to. She's like, why did I devote 10 years of my life to poisons? She's like, because I love them. That's why.
I feel like
You have the
I
debate in
have
your head.
twisted vitality.
All right,
I'm
so
sure
you
it will
descend
come
the
in
long
handy, Doctor.
stairs. Yes, I'm sure of it. So you descend the long spiraling staircase until you reach this area. It's like a dark alley. There is a couple of lamps and only a business here, a singular door. I'm gonna just paint black over the top bit because it's not open in the image, and I want it to be line width 12.
My imaging
That's
is
okay.
ruined.
Okay, there you go. I can paint. All right. All right. Come on, B. Come on, B. Get it painted. Okay. And this way. Okay. Sorry. So you see that in the top half of the door where it's open, there is metal bars dividing the exterior and the interior. And behind the bars, you see a hooded face, very dark, very thin and wrinkly man or woman, you can't quite tell. He beckons you forward towards him with one hand, slowly. And there's something that just makes you feel ill about the fact that you're probably about to obey, in quote unquote, his request and approach him. Because this is like as shady gets.
Paris whispers to Caltharian, you don't think he has leprosy, do you? I'm not judging at all. You don't think he does, do you?
I haven't seen a case. I mean, I haven't heard of a case in quite some time.
But you both feel shivers and disgust at the
But
entire area.
I put clothes on, by the way. Anyway,
You did what? What did you put on?
I put gloves on anyway.
Ah, I see.
Paris has
Oh,
her
you have to
toilet
put on your
paper and
gloves. I get
armor.
it.
I put my gloves on just in case, you know.
But Paris puts gloves on the armor.
Hello there, Mr. Mysterious Man behind bars. I hope you're not in jail.
There's a moment of acknowledgement. Give me 1 second to change the music. Maybe this one. Yeah, sure. The face has eyes and they open, showing incredibly bright yellow irises that pierce into your soul. There is symbols etched onto their eyes, like tattoos. They're all red in color, and as they look at you, their voice echoes through the dark and empty alleyway. You see how somebody comes running, a young woman, and their eyes turn to her. She speeds through all of you, skipping the line. She carries a paper and she says, stomping her fist against the wooden surface before the metal bars. You you were right. I need to know more. Tell me, why has he done it? Why? And the voice awaits, does not answer. The girl seems to have a sudden realization and she says, I stole from my mother when I was 10. I stole a gold coin and spent it in something that was worth much, far, far less. And my family went through a lot of financial trouble because of it. But I never told my mother that it was me. And the eyes close. The person inhales.
Can I have a glance with Arcana of what's happening
Sure, of course.
to see if there is some actual magic or it's what we call in the business a charlatan?
Ah, charlatan.
Can I what would I roll to like see if I've heard tale of
Oh.
this before?
Oh, I
Oh,
see shit.
Like
the
I see
place,
shit.
the stench, everything stops you from being able to perceive the truth. Tavish.
like you know how bardic magic is based on like folk tale and stuff. Like, is there like what would I roll? Like, do I roll still? Is it still Arcana or is it history or like can I roll something like based on like have I heard tale of this kind of magic or this
Oh
kind
yes,
of thing?
absolutely. I like that. Roll. You can roll history for that if you wish.
History.
Otherwise, you would roll Arcana.
With 13.
With a 13.
Can I roll an insight, please, on the dude? Oh gosh. I'm not going to change what I wanted. I wanted to know he took a deep breath when she told him this big, deep secret. I just want to know like why, like what's his motive? What's his next move? With like why does he what does he get from that?
God damn, the rolls are so colorful. We have like red and black, and we have green. All right, so it's like a fucking traffic light. All right, so with a 7 in Arcana, as I said, Galthurian, you're just too distracted by the general stench and terrible place that you find yourself in. You find like bickering, you find like complaining, like guys, like please, my boots. I can feel the water in my toes.
I bring a napkin to my
To your face. Oh, that's
mouth.
cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. You actually start to feel afraid of catching some disease, and you cover your face. You lose 1 sanity.
Oh no.
And this like
History
bottom barrel stuff.
13 by Tavish. Tavish, there's one thing you've learned about Bardic magic so far, is that Bardic magic, in the very words of Najim, is the magic that disagrees with reality and simply changes it on a whim. But of course, if it was just a matter of wanting something, anybody could be a bard. Why does it matter how you tell a story, how good you sing? Why does that matter? It's as if you were persuading magic or the very universe, like you were seducing it to follow your bidding. And it is never necessary for the tale you're telling to be true. It never was. But there is a certain quality to the stories that were indeed true, that did in fact happen in the past. Perhaps what you do not know is that it's not about it being true or not. It's about, real stories often have details that one could never make out. One could never be so perfectly, what's the word, impartial as to make a story completely real. Or perhaps it's just a matter of how good you are at lying about them. You do not know. But truth does have an impact. Might it be because people are so incredibly biased? Or might it be because the very nature of bardic magic depends on the truth of a statement, or of a miracle, or a tale? You do not know. All right, the woman finally gets an answer, a whisper. Does anybody wish to pry into her answer and roll perception?
Oh,
I
yes,
wish
please.
roll
And what happened to the
into
insight as well, please?
the,
Oh,
into
my bad.
I wish roll into hand sanitizer. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry, did you say hand sanitizer? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, that's what I want to roll.
Oh,
Hand sanitizer.
I have some ethanol if you want something to clean your hands with.
Please prestidigitate him.
Yeah,
Me too.
I just prestidigitate myself and a couple of times,
Paris is like, me too, please.
and the doctor as well, just in case. Waving my handkerchief.
And
Like,
Paris kind of, she's like, I don't always care about cleanliness. She's just like, but this is a new suit of armor.
All right, with a 26 in insight, Paris, you do not know how the music, no, the magic of this individual may work. Galthurians look into seeing if he can understand the very patterns and runes. Failed because he's distracted. Tavish attempts to understand whether or not these truths have an impact onto the whatever magical effect, if any, is occurring matter. Has been less than helpful. But instead you focus on the man. The man is rather peculiar. You can tell, at the very least, you believe you can tell, that this man is what you call a mixed breed. This man is no dark elf, like you. Are you a dark elf? You're a dark elf, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I'm an underdark elf, right? A dark elf.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's not a dark elf like you, but he's not a high elf either. You believe that maybe this man has been the product of mixing these two sub races.
middle elf.
A middle elf. He has the pristine and always perfect facial expressions and complexion of a high elf, but also the keen and the piercing looks of an elf of the dark. And whenever he in that very keen look, in those eyes that seem to pierce your soul, whenever in them you see them close because he received this answer and he inhales, you saw in those eyes a certain absolute pleasure, that akin to a man who's not eaten in days and finally gets his first meal.
Starving.
Mm-hmm. Absolute
Ooh.
pleasure and delight. And that's when perception occurs. You roll a 12. You don't roll high enough. Does anybody else wish to try?
No, I'm too disgusted.
Mm.
Oh, on their conversation? No, I don't think I'm all that interested in it. So
I did want to roll a history on whether I know of any mixes between elves. Is it common or not? Does she know that, or do I not need to roll? Is that common knowledge?
Sorry, say that again. I did not understand. What is common knowledge?
I was wondering, do I need to roll on a mixed half elf like this? Are they common? Is this normal, or is this really
They are more
weird?
common with each passing day. The Empire of Driadalis has been formed with the alliance of these two sub-races, but they are incredibly different people. They
Yes, I
have
would think.
so many cultural and biological differences, but it is born between the emperor and the empress at the current time, and their union that the first of their kind of this mixed breed was born, and this Prince Sangu, the prince of Riodalis. And well, it is the very thing that defines that nation. The mixing between the righteous and the traditional, the calm and closed elven kind of the past, mixed with the free, passionate, wild, dark elves of the Underdark that seem to follow their every whim and will do anything to get that which they desire. All of that together, well, they make incredibly interesting people. But they are so new, they don't even have a name yet. They just call them mixed.
Oh my. Paris has so many feelings just because of like just brings up feelings. Wow.
Well, the lady, she lives with the look of determination in her eyes as she pulls out what looks like basically a carving knife. Nothing that one would be able to use as a weapon with ease, but still sharp enough to be able to cause harm. She clearly has some
Whoa.
terrible intentions, and Thomas has died. Thomas,
Oh no,
you have been
Thomas.
resurrected. Whee!
No.
Thomas, no, you blew up.
All right. She walks away,
Can Paris call
and
out?
oh, what do you say exactly? What
I'm
word to call
I'm
out? Not
gonna
the actual question.
yeah. What I'm gonna call out is penny for your thought or silver. You know my kind, we value knowledge. What did you just gain from this man?
Um, okay, I'm not even gonna make you roll. But you were pretty kind to not pry too much into it. You just asked. She says, "Keep your money.
Oh,
I gained the truth, but I intend to use it." And she wheels her knife up the stairs.
no. Be sure the consequences are worth it.
The man again pulls out a hand from the bars, from between the bars, and beckons you towards him slowly. And you feel this very, as I said earlier, very terrible feeling of, I don't want to do whatever this man wants me to do.
Yeah. There are so many different cultures in this world, Galthurian, that value such different things. I wonder what this man values.
Coin, apparently. Coin.
Well, then maybe we can do some talking.
Let's step forward.
Mr. Man,
Towards her.
are you in jail or something? Why exactly are you behind bars?
Is it to keep you in or to keep us out?
He
Perhaps.
caresses the bars and he says, I hope you can hear me. I'm going to remove the noise reduction, but you may hear my laptop. So do you hear my laptop right now?
No, you're fine.
No.
Put it on. I'm gonna put it in silent mode. I fucking love this laptop, by the way. So as he caresses the bar, it's almost like you're not there and he's just caressing his pet or something. He seems to have some like tender care for them almost. He says, "It's in the beauty of the cage, which decorates the birds within, that we find in the first glance the beauty and importance an owner puts on their pets. That which secludes me is no mere metal. I don't stay in this place because of a physical object that keeps me trapped. We are all prisoners in paradise, and I simply seek to fulfill my one desire, just like you. just like everyone in this world. And my desire is to quench my thirst. I, however, know that my thirst often leads to people like you, whom with so many tasks, journeys, friends, and foes, all of that, all of that waiting for you, and all of that which you've left behind. There's so many things that could put you at risk if others happened to learn. But I must, and I'm sure there is much I can give. In the Vale of Whispers, I trade in truth. I require no coin. I require no substance. You cannot harm me. I will never harm you. Speak a truth nobody knows. The less people knows it, the more I'll value it. And the more people would be interested in knowing it, I'll value it even more. In trade, I shall offer you truth I've already savored and no longer care for, but that you, however, will most definitely appreciate. Go first.
Well, I suppose I have one. I don't want the others to hear it though. I look at the others.
Paris takes a step back and like nods, curious at what's going on. She goes, "You're sure that this is all that is exchanged? A truth for what does Tavish get?"
Sorry, was that a question for me? I didn't understand it.
Yes, for the man, please, or like to Tavish, please. Just try and at least make him.
Okay,
She's
repeat that,
saying,
please.
yeah. That's all that's to be exchanged? A truth? What does Tavish receive out of it? What do you get out of it, Tavish?
I don't know.
You look at the man.
I suppose I get an answer.
And the man says, questions. Questions demand answers. And answers are statements which can be true or can be false. Falsity, I'm sure somebody else could enjoy its taste, but I do not. False words and feelings say only but ruin the flavor. And therefore, for me to answer, I must give away my resource, my product. But I shall answer this one question, if it incites you to purchase. The truths I issue are not random, Dr. Paris.
Oh, guys,
My
she didn't
eyes.
tell anyone her name. She gave them a false name.
Ooh.
My eyes can pierce through your souls. As I see within you and I see those who are within, I learn so much. Those who control you, they have so many desires. And I'm sure that even if you don't care for the things that I utter in exchange, you will do nothing about it. If anything, you'll return, gladly wasting your time once more, because these words are not intended for you. But I assure you, you will return for more. As I said, he caresses the bars. That which keeps us caged cannot be seen with the naked eye. And your cage, well, simply moves more than mine.
My goodness, Paris is like genuinely shooketh, guys. She's, I don't know if she's okay.
Be not afraid. My truths are only allies to you.
I wonder, however, what you do with the one we give you in exchange.
It smiles, and you see long, white, perfect fangs appearing between its parted lips.
A vampire.
I thrive.
This is sustenance for you. You require these truths.
He does not answer any longer.
I'm
He just
gonna.
looks at you with his piercing yellow eyes. And the group that is following you, by the way, they're still here. They're just in the back. Little Valerie is like grasping at Holmes' hand as you speak, and she's like enthralled by the man. Whilst your dog Thomas is just in a corner whining like. And
What have I
what
done?
happens next?
I'm gonna lean in close to him, and I'll be like, well, I'm gonna tell everybody. Yes, I have a secret. But if you can all move away, while I reveal it to this man, it is the best secret.
Paris takes a step back cautiously. She's too shook up to actually even try and stop you or help you or
You
protect
step
you.
back
She's
as
worried
well.
about you, but yeah, this is freaky ass.
So-
Galtorian steps back as well.
Look at Thomas understanding. Look at him. He's doing so good. All right, everybody steps back a little bit.
I'm gonna
And
lean in
what
close.
do you do?
I'm gonna lean in close and say, I will tell you the secret to ye old famous Tavish Black Death and how to make it. Equal parts scrumpy, cider, red wine, tequila, whiskey, vodka, rum, arrack, spirit, and pure ethanol. You mix it all together, you get the famous Tavish Black Death.
Throw a sink in it too, just as your attitude.
The man's eyes flicker a little bit. Basically, he's not blinking, but his eyelids are like going up and down real fast, like. But he doesn't quite inhale like last time.
You're not impressed, no.
But he does answer, however. 1 second, however.
Hey man, it's quite costly to make this Black Death, you know?
1 second, please. Okay. So he says after a second, once a man tried to win in this very town, in this very inn. There he had lost a contest long before. Powerful brews were presented, and the man failed to keep. For even if they went in very swiftly, they were to leave. The man could not take it. His pride was hurt. He roamed the land. A solution he will find, for sure. A flame lily, 7 leaves of fiery colors, oil pure and contained, and a tacky root. Careful, it's poisonous. But altogether, it coats one's insides, and no brew will even be felt if you drank the fire balm. You're like, what the fuck? This guy just gave me a way to not drink?
I believe this man speaks in riddles.
What did he say to you? I love riddles.
Tavish, Tavish,
Hi. Yes,
question, what is your name?
I am Tavish.
No, no, the name of the man.
Ah, what? He's mysterious. Mysterious man for sure. What?
Question.
What was your name?
Oh, well, as you ask him, he smiles for the first time and he says, I doubt severely your hold secret so valuable that would make me utter mine.
Well, obviously he's Mr. Man. Since he doesn't want to say his real name, which is fine, I suppose. Just call him Mr. Man.
Mm.
Oh, I have one more thing I want to say.
Fuck you!
I'm gonna lean in close to him and say, the locket of Fel, Namirala Sunscale, has it in her possession.
She has it on her possession, is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
He drinks in a bit more, a fair bit actually. And then he opens his eyes. And a dented blade. Where he left it, it remains. The place he called home, in many ways. Only the one who truly seeks to understand and to take upon the name will be able to take it and still stand.
I think he said that the sword of the one. I think Home has it. I guess he's been hiding it from us.
Excuse me.
I concur with Galthurian. What do you mean?
I look at Home and I say, Mr. Home, I did not know you were a swordsman and that you had the sword of the one. Interesting.
Mr. Tavish, I know that this is hard to believe, but home is actually a word.
I thought you were Home.
Yes, I have taken home as my name, for it is most fitting. But it also has a normal meaning.
Ah, well, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I leave now.
What was the?
What did you ask and what was the answer? If we may pry into your private
Oh,
questioning.
well, yes, the first one, he said something about a brewer near here that he made some big mistake and he got chased out of the country, I think, and he became an outlaw, something like that. And then the second one, he said that the sword of the one is at home where he left it. I don't know what that means.
At your home
Okay.
or at his home?
I don't know. Probably his home.
Now, this must be important to you, right? How does this man's magic work?
Can you tell us where one person is located at the moment?
Hmm. Truths only matter if they've been uttered. If a secret is not ever told, even to oneself in a moment of false privacy, I am afraid I can't provide. But if this truth has been uttered, then I assure you, I shall have it. It's
What's
only a
the
matter of time.
price?
It depends. I can see that there is a fairly strong desire within your heart to find this specific truth. It doesn't involve you, but you have made it personal. You have put your honor at risk, and therefore you have made the very price of my service increase. But I only trade in something you can't put value on. Offer me a truth. Offer me a secret. We shall see, we shall see, if what you have enough will be.
Before I offer you a secret, I have to ask, are you in league with the red-cloaked people of this country?
Paris looks at you and before he can answer, she says, I have a secret.
Before you, I can answer. Oh, so you stop me.
Yeah.
All right, go on.
She's kind of afraid of where that was going, though she trusts Galtharian completely. She looks over towards Valerie and she's just like, okay.
Whoa!
Oh, lore accurate
Oh,
mouse.
yeah.
Lore accurate Thomas.
Yes, Paris?
Okay.
My game is frozen.
Yeah, mine too. I can't do anything.
What the hell? Well, I mean, you're not moving now, so come on.
Okay.
Ah.
I was gonna move closer.
I reload. In the meanwhile,
Sure,
we're just
sure.
talking.
Um. Yeah, Paris would step forward.
Why can't I move you?
Not sure.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, magical explosions.
There we go, I move you now. All right, so you approach. Do you whisper this as well, trying to hide it from your friends?
Yeah, she does. She does whisper it.
Roll perception if you guys wish to pry.
I do not.
No, I mean they didn't pry when I did it, so why would I?
I mean, you don't know that.
I trust him.
Oh my god, look at that. All right, Paris. Look at me trying to plant the seeds of betrayal.
Because you're an evil bitch.
The masturbator, isn't he? Paris lifts her mask up so he can kind of see her face. She goes,
When I see her face, sorry.
"Da-da-da-da-da." I should say, so it has to be a good one, I'm guessing. If you're to give us information on the whereabouts of someone.
He doesn't answer. You realize almost everything he says seems to cost him something.
Oh. Okay, that she kind of sighs in defeat because there's no more knowledge to be gained either. when my mother went missing, I've said time and time again, I did everything I could to look for her. I looked for information. I tried everything I could. It's not true. I didn't. I was mad at her because we all told her not to go. I stayed and I studied, and I kept thinking she'd come back. And 1 month turned into 2 and into 3. And I kept lying. I kept saying I was looking for her even though I never even started. Is that good enough for you?
He inhales. His eyes go a bit wide as he closes them slightly. He doesn't seem terribly impressed, but he does answer. And he says, okay, well, nothing. I need to think of what I would say. Okay, he says, by their parent, a child was left. As much as they screamed and cried, nothing could be done to make them feel better. In the dark, they found the will. And so they began to trace their parent back. It didn't matter if for the truth they may have been ready. Their destiny was true and steady. That which they lost they were to find, even if it were to cost them their mind. To find it? No, find it. They have. Whether or not their madness will be stopped, you will see to that.
His words have no value to me, though they probably have value to someone else.
He frowns for a moment.
She looks deflated, defeated, looks absolutely like she told him something that she could never have even admitted to herself, and he gave her nothing.
All right, give me performance. Paris Curie.
Okay.
Yeah. He seems offended by your attitude, but cares not. He looks at Gothorian. He looks at Thomas.
Our best bet is most likely to go to the guards again, or go to that alchemist they're speaking of.
He speaks in riddle.
So they gave
doesn't
us. So they gave us no indication regarding where to find who we seek.
Not from what I can. The information did not quite seem to pertain to the alchemist, if I'm honest. Unless I'm misunderstanding it completely, which I also could be. This is quite. She was like, this was quite the situation.
You know not what dictates what truth this creature or man is giving you, but it doesn't seem to be exactly what you asked for. Thomas, what do you want to say?
No, I'm nothing.
I am nothing, he says. He is nothing. Una pregunta, en realidad, tu historia, ¿dónde está? ¿No la pusiste en el juego?
No. Lo que te escribí más o menos, pero no la pasé en limpio.
Bueno, pues tiene que pasarlo limpio, ¿eh?
Listo.
Okay. So, does anybody else wish to interact with the individual? There's many other places you could look for Mr. Ronell.
Let's look
Or-
somewhere else. Let's not feed too much truth when we receive something that we cannot use.
Good luck in finding sustenance elsewhere.
May you survive to see the value of my product.
So you guys think, as we head back, I'm gonna be like, so you guys think this place has a succubus? It is called Devil's Gift.
Actually, now that you bring it up, that would make a lot of sense.
I mean, it could be another kind of demon or devil.
Can I pull up? Can I pull up somebody like random, like as we pass by? Have you heard of a succubus being around here?
Right, as you climb back up the stairs and you find some random person, Thomas falls in the river.
Oh no!
Let me see.
Thomas, no.
Be gone!
He was such a good mouse man.
Let me get you small again. There is a Paris, but she's in armor. Oh no, how do you swap to armor again? You do the image thing, right? Armor. There you go.
Ooh, we're
Then we go to Mr. I can't find any of you.
Mr. Fister.
Kathuthi. Then Tuvish. Aegon Pain is Aegon, and that pains me. So,
Is Aegon.
He's a gun.
as you're walking through the street, you pull someone random. Random means that this person is a. Nope. Okay, just a traveler, holding his spear like a staff as he walks through the street.
So I hold my fist to my chest and I nod and I say, Mr. Man, have you heard of a succubus being around here? We are in Devil's Gift after all.
Oh, what? I'm afraid I have not heard of this name. Succubus. Find someone else.
Ah. I suppose there probably isn't one here.
We
Unfortunately.
try for the tavern. See if we heard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
What was that, Tavish? I mean, Tyrion?
Should we try the tavern, see if there is any rumor going around regarding our alchemist?
Ah, yes, let's take a look at there. I suppose there's an event going around here for some reason.
It could take us such a long time to search throughout this whole place. For one man especially.
I do feel like we're
But
going in
the
circles,
taverns
I
are always the
suppose.
greatest place to find information, I guess.
Uh-huh. Unless you're speaking to Tavish.
I believe if you harnessed it the right way, you could be quite convincing, Tavish.
Oh, you think so?
Yes.
Well, there was this one time I fought this dragon.
I think I was
Of
there,
course.
Tavish.
Ah, yes.
But they were drakelings, weren't they?
Yes, but you know, you can always spin a tail to make it look more grandiose.
Oh, hyperboles. I've heard of them. They're used in fictional writing, isn't that correct?
You're not exactly. I wouldn't exactly be lying, you know, saying they're dragons. They're related. I think.
Exaggeration for effect?
Ah, yes. Oh, and I also fought this giant squid monster. I insulted it.
That's a very slippery slope.
Are you talking about that giant tentacled thing in the sky
Ah,
we don't
yes.
talk about?
What giant thing in the sky?
Yes, we fought this giant squid that erases your existence if it touches you.
Honestly, I think we
I
had a tandem dream if it
I
wasn't for the
I,
fact
I
that I
look at
don't
the
know if that's possible.
I look at the doctor because whatever the Tavish said sounds so preposterous. Like, is this true? With the face, like, is this true?
Paris just like kind of like in her suit of armor, she like lifts both hands up, palm to the sky, like like that shrug emoji, and she's just like, honestly, in some ways, I think we must have had a tandem dream. It makes more sense in reality.
Okay,
But
let's focus on the task at hand.
but you do see the fear that they may have felt at that time seep through their eyes as they speak.
I look at Tavish.
All right.
Maybe that would have been a secret they would have been interested in. No one knows about that incident.
Oh, right. I suppose Gaturi and Sons kind of knows now.
Okay.
I'm not sure if trading secrets with someone that gives riddles is the best approach in this situation. You kind of need to be something more reliable than a vague interpretation of something that eventually might come true. Unfortunately, history is full, and fairy tales are as well littered with prophecies that are either false or that are so vague then eventually someone claims they've been fulfilled just because something kind of matches. True
All right.
prophecies are rare.
As we walk in, can I dance and play my
So as you walk inside, there's instantaneous burst as the two of the sliding, swinging doors. They just pump, 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 pump with your kick, and your music fucking deafens everyone. At first they're like, "Oh," startled, but then they're like, "Oh, musician, yeah, we have a board." Hey.
I'm gonna
Roll
Paris
entertainer.
turns to Galtharian and she's just like, "Did you know he was going to do that?"
I'm gonna use my inspiration for
Doctor,
no. I'm gonna use
my ability to predict what Tavish is going to do in the next 5 seconds is approximately 2% inaccuracy
I'm gonna use Tides of
at all
Chaos.
times.
This is what I'm imagining, Tavish. That Mickey Mouse, just you trotting on in.
Oh!
Very nice.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
That's fantastic. That's really good.
Professional Mega Man. Then I go Control F. Then I do entertain. I'm fine.
No joke. I know it would be full of just so many people and it would be probably really dirty and gross actually, but I want to go on a Disney cruise. Just once in my life. That sounds so fucking awesome.
All right, so performance point based off location. This is it's a big town.
Harvard.
No, it's a normal town. That's one. Okay, performance based off stage. This is a poor stage or inn. Weather normal 0. Okay, so that turns to be a 4 in performance, and that means 1 gold piece in total.
Ooh, does the crit do anything or no? There's a 31 and a crit. I mean, I'm no Najim, but I'd say that's a pretty good roll.
I'm thinking.
Such a good roll in my opinion.
I'll just do a 1d2. 1 is yes, 2 is no. To the idea I just had. Okay, no.
Oh my god, it landed on its edge in my screen.
And then I'm gonna do one of these. All right, so you earn about 5 extra silver. Basically, you played perfectly, but not only you played perfectly, you also intertwine the music with the people there, and you make comments about their appearance and whatnot during the song. that makes them getting involved, and people being like, no, do me, and this specific thing, this new act that you have just come up with, where you basically mock everyone, but playing in the thin line of humor without making people offended, and the fact that you've pulled it off earns you a bit extra of coin.
Hey.
So 1 gold, 5 silver. As you enter and Tavish begins to entertain, the rest of you see that this place, well, there's lots of people, and they seem to be calm and rested. They seem to be either eating or drinking. When he comes, people start to get more excited, clap, stomp the ground, and raise their drinks to each other or to Tavish. But there's a group that doesn't. A table at the very end of the tavern. They are incredibly focused. 2 of them specifically are sitting at each side of the table, facing each other, while everybody else is in the other 2 sides, left and right, just expectating them, even though nothing is happening. Both of them are shaking until one of them begins to shake harder, and the other one smiles, still shaking, as he sees that his opponent, you believe, begins to shake so uncontrollably with foam up the mouth that he passes out, hitting his head on the table and falling to the ground. As everyone raises their drink, huzzah! And the man who was shaking and smiling pukes instantaneously, but seemingly he is the victor. And of the 2 sacks of coin that were on the table, both of them go to him. One person by the edge of the tavern wearing some sort of uniform. It's a bit odd looking. With a very big green hat. He claps a couple of times and he says, "My dear guests, the auction will start very soon."
What auction?
And people
If I'm there.
a couple of people look at you and they're like, "What are you doing here if you're not trying to get your hands on the devil's draught?"
I'm asking what it is that I should get my hands on. That's what is I'm doing. I feel like I'm being pleonastic at this point.
Some people laugh here and there, and one of them says, "We have a tourist, everyone." But one at least approaches, basically a drunk. He stumbles upon you and says, "Sorry, friend. I believe I'm as lost as you, but I did get enough chitty chatter to learn. Oh, the offer a great legendary brew today. Wonder who'll be the victor of the auction," he says as he walks away. And he basically repeats it to somebody else. You're not sure if the man is really drunk or if he's just some strange method of marketing.
Huh? Legendary brew? Huh?
Well, I guess at this point we have to stay, since they said the magic words is brew.
Yeah, I'm sure they can't compete with with my father's company.
Yeah. I'm very sure you will want to get your hands on this legendary brew just to figure it out if it's good, bad, better or worse than your own.
I suppose. I suppose I'll be willing to give it a try. It depends on how much it costs.
The only time you're predictable is when alcohol is involved. Very well. Let's see.
And how much is this legendary brew that you're speaking of?
Well, that's what an auction's for, Tavish. People get to decide the price. They bid on it, and the price keeps going up and up and up. And then the person with the most money to be able to spend today, they get it, Tavish. That's
spending money. I don't know about that.
Were you thinking you would get it for free?
Yes, I'm an expert alcohol taster.
That is called someone that how do they say it's
I believe I have the term I learnt it from orcs. If I translate it, what we'd say is dipping into your own supply.
Yes.
Yes. Is that what you were doing, Tavish? It's a
Uh,
bit different from receiving something for free.
I suppose. And I don't know.
I wonder what orc supply is. Probably like a supply of like bones or like.
While they're still not entirely drunk because they're waiting for the bounty, should we try to inquire about Frederick?
Oh yes, yes. We would hear about that. I forgot. I'm gonna
Yes.
I'm gonna look at the nearest intelligent looking person, like at least as intelligent
So
as they can get.
you look at the three of us.
Can I maybe roll perception to see if I see somebody that maybe knows like maybe it looks like they know what they're talking about?
So there's one person, and it's clearly a betting man.
Hmm.
Meaning a man who believes he will win every time.
Hmm.
And it is the man who just won that contest, and whatever that contest may have entailed. The man is bold, is old, his beard is weird, and that's a weird rhyme, by the way. But the man has
Golden
those
ball,
eyes.
beauty sweet.
The man has those
Yeah.
eyes with thick,
And,
expressive eye bags under them. He has tons
and
of
he,
scars in one side of his face. He looks like that man has seen shit that is not impressive, but it's shit. You know what I mean? Like this man has probably seen people at their worst and probably even enjoyed it.
was expecting for you to say he has eyes and thighs, just to keep rhyming, but
Bueno. Okay, so what is next?
Um,
Should I pass to the next event?
I mean, I do trust Tavish more in a common area.
yeah.
And Thomas as well. Thomas, if you see anyone, because we're currently trying to find out if Frederick Reynolds anywhere this way, if we need to get back into the Underdark and keep going, you know.
I approach the man that is laying on the floor in a puddle of his own puke. And I
When
say,
Paris sees that, Paris then moves to a different table and like rolls an insight to try and look for someone helpful. But you keep going, Tavish. Sorry. Keep going.
and I say, I've been in the similar situation as you, my friend. Do you know this Frederick Renal alchemist man that we're looking for? Have you heard of him?
To whom are you asking? Sorry.
To the man, to the man who won the bet or whatever.
Oh shit! Did you approach him?
He's sitting in a pile of his own puke, I assume.
Oh, you're approaching me.
Oh.
So then I need to move you over there, boop, boop, and
Is
then
he
I
in a
need
pile
to
of his
go.
own puke? Was that canon?
No.
No,
I think Val didn't say
he
anything
puked on the
about
side.
I know. I was like, just like Tavish. Where did that come from?
Huh? What?
Tavish doing Tavish things. No, he did puke, but he did puke on himself. Oh wait, do you mean the one who won or the one who lost?
Didn't you say that the man who won was the one that puked?
Yes, he puked, but he didn't cover himself in it.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, yeah. That's the one I approached.
We know how Tavish has a night out on Friday. Like,
Doctor, I must reveal you one truth. When we get out of here, I will need at least 10 baths.
I'm gonna use presentation to maybe clean him up if he got any on himself.
No,
Paris.
I need baths, a real one.
Plural as well, I can hear him saying, Tavish. Paris looks at Galthurian very sympathetic. She's like, I must confess in my studies I've had to deal with much worse, but you never really get used to it.
You know what? I could probably try to create it. It is quite an endeavor, but I should probably try to create a more powerful version of prestidigitation just for these situations.
I mean, if you could create something like that, I can only imagine the market there would be for such knowledge.
Well,
she's like balanced. She's like, wow.
I will
I did roll
ponder
an
if we can
insight.
alter the formulas.
I did roll an insight, Val, just on, though Tavish seems to be talking to the right person. Just on anyone else. I'm looking for just. Well,
What the
there's.
fuck? Just realized that we're listening to micro music. What's going on here? 1 second, sorry. Let's do tavern. Dark music.
You know what? While they look at people, I look around to see if there is any arcane threats. So I will use my arcane eye, my elven eyes, to scan the crowd.
What does he see with his elven eyes?
I'm gonna use that in my insight is for body language, looking
I
for
see
people
shit.
who look local. You see shit.
Okay, sorry. You're going to have to tell me again, guys. Oh, that's very loud. Okay. Okay, say it again. I'm gonna do it in order. Diana, you first. Paris, tell me, what is it you want to roll for?
Insight, looking at body language, looking for a group of people who look very casual, hopefully locals. I assume their body language would be chill, like in a spot. I'm just looking for some locals, please.
Okay. Well, this place is basically a mix of Revelorians and people from Revelori that aren't actually from Revelori, but rather that were just here when shit went down. And now they don't really have the resources to leave. So people are not generally very happy, but especially on this event for some reason, there's a bunch of people that are rather excited. Some of them are worried. Some of them are like really focused, and there's a lot of people that are holding money in their hands, ready for the auction. Arcana 12, Strands of Magic. You don't see any active spell at the moment. No.
Okay. At least that.
All right. Tavish, did you want to do something here?
Yeah, I was talking
You want to talk to the man?
to Mr. Puke. Yeah.
All right. What did you say to him?
So I'm gonna quickly clean him up with presentation if you got any on his shirt or whatever.
Oh, all right.
And
He gets surprised. What the fuck?
Yeah, you look worse for wear. Just wanted to tidy you up a bit. Tell me, besides being a betting man, have you heard of an alchemist named Frederick that's passed by around here?
First, he looks at your hands, then looks at the stain of his shirt being gone, and he says, "Well, I failed to give a shit what your intention was. I'm not paying you for that."
Oh, well, I never asked for a payment.
He squints. That makes you even weirder. And weird is dangerous here, pal. I know where Frederick has been, that's for sure. I think the man was involved in making the brew. My opinion.
Well, I suppose you don't want the information for free, otherwise that would be weird, wouldn't it?
Can you imagine that? And everybody around him laughs. Nothing is for free, because it is you are the product.
Tell you what. Me and you have a nice arm wrestling contest, and we call it that. Or if it fancies your tongue, we can have a battle of wits.
Battle of wits. There's only one battle we do here, friend. What was this place called again? No. What the fuck was this fucking place called?
The
Seek Maid.
The place that desperately needs a Tavish.
This place was called the Wretched Brew. Right. He says, the Wretched Brew is only for the strongest, most harmful, and closest to lethal that you could possibly find. I don't know what you're carrying, what you think you've tasted, but I haven't tasted anything in fucking years. There's only one thing that we compete in here. the brew, who can afford it, and who can drink it.
I can certainly
We have
drink
an
it.
auction next. I already played not but fucking 2 seconds ago. At least do some fucking offer from the amazing drink that I'm selling. And maybe I'll think of making a bet with you. Who the fuck you are.
Ah, you're
Now get
selling
the
this
fuck out of
drink.
my sight.
Clearly,
Alright.
clearly, this drink cannot compete in the matters of the Groot brewery. I've never heard of it myself. That
The
speaks a lot.
You're the Groot youngest. You're not familiar. Though I believe your dad's been here a couple times.
Ah, well, I wouldn't put it past him. He's been around in
Well, let's see what.
in quite many places.
I think the man was at the very least decent, but I didn't think he was anywhere close to these circles. Show me that shit.
Huh?
I hope you guys can't hear my notifications.
I heard. I forgot what he said. He said, "Show me
Show me that shit.
the mark." He wants the mark, and then I'm gonna show him.
No, you said that you cannot compete with your drink. No, did I understand that wrong?
Oh yeah.
So he's like, show me that shit.
Oh, okay. Do I even have any more of my Black Death? Probably not. Maybe I'll just give him something normal.
At this, Paris kind of just like looks at them, like looks at them, and she's like, "Why does it sound like they're talking about poisons? Like these in Elixir, poisons and alcohol are quite distinctly separate. Is all of Rivalori like this, or is it these particular few?"
I lead the quiet shelter life, Doctor, so I may not be the best person to ask. But at least in my circles, we try to keep poisons and alcohol separate, unless politics is involved.
As
What?
your armor stomps near the table and you say what you said, Paris, many people like give you side eyes. And they looked you up and down with curiosity, and he says, "Look at that. What a sight to behold, isn't it? All of those secrets that you keep on that fucking island, and then after you use it all in your little fuckfest party of science and knowledge, you come here to tell us you don't understand basic party games in inns. Take your judgment elsewhere, lady, if that's what you
Well,
are."
Oh, it's not a place of judgment. It's curiosity mostly. And if you could tell from my armor, I'm not from that island. We're also not. We're not really accepted anyway.
Don't care. What is this? And he looks at the Black Death instantly. Stinks.
Well, that's an experimental thing I've cooked up myself. But if you're interested in other things, we're one of the very few breweries that import from Northern Arcran this Arak. And this spirit is something that we've made ourselves. My father specialty.
He looks at the spirit now with raised eyebrows, and he says, "No, you hear everyone? He made it himself." And there's like a low chuckle. And he takes the spirit and opens it, puts the cork upside down on the table very carefully, and he closes his eyes and begins to smell it. All right. At the very least, I'm not dealing with charlatans. It's very rustic.
At the word charlatan, she moves away because she feels like she's being one by pretending to be an amputee. She's like, "Galtharian, I keep putting my foot in my mouth."
My doctor
So he smells.
is better than where I would like to put my foot right now.
That's funny. I'm gonna give you inspiration. We have to give Thomas a turn after this.
I think I already have inspiration. If someone else wants it.
You want an inspiration, Thomas?
No.
Oh,
you
spirit.
don't want it. you don't have an inspiration. We're gonna throw it away otherwise.
Do you want it?
You question for me. I have inspiration. Oh,
Yeah, they're asking if you have inspiration and do you want inspiration because they just got one and they are full.
ah,
Yeah, sharing's
okay.
like caring.
Okay, so he gets your
This is
inspiration.
another problem.
Okay, so in the meantime, Tavish, I was saying, the man smells your spirit and he says, it's very rustic. I love the smell. Yes, it reveals dirty hands making this, just like I like them. Gives it that earthy taste, yes. It's pretty good. It's alright. Whoever did this, Ma or Pa, has my respect, child. Puts it on the table. What did you make? And he like shoves Arak. This is actually pretty good alcohol bottle away, and he says, "No foreign shit. That has no kick. They're so obsessed with spices."
Harris rolls her eyes and like whispers to Catherine. And he says I was judging. My goodness.
Yes, I have to reevaluate a lot of it.
Well, Siri,
For
I'll
being
tell you
some,
now. Before you joined our group, most of my experience with Rivalorians has very much been through the lens of our dear Tavish, which I will akin a lot to my time with the orcs, though they're much, more clothed.
my usual experience with people from Rivalori does not include people that literally bathe in barf and then complains that something they're about to drink stinks. So I might not be the best person to be a judge of character in this particular place.
Sidebar, I love that like the two nobles are finally like, like bonding when they're in a situation where they're like, this is not what I signed up for.
Yeah.
Normally we're at odds sometimes, but we're just both like, this is not how people should live.
It's like, this is wild.
No.
This is
Okay, so he aims at your bottle at the last one, Tavish, and he says, "What is that?" Aiming at the Black Death.
it's my own personal concoction. It's quite costly to make. So you know.
Cosplay.
And then I give it to him, or I present it.
All right. His beard makes this basically a really weird shape where it's only like one straight line from each side of his jaw connecting in the chin. And as he approaches the bottle to his beard to basically smell it, all of a sudden you realize that he doesn't do this very like carelessly. He's done it exactly the same every single time that he smelled it, the other bottles, and you can tell this man may he look like a bit raggedy, drunk from a tavern. This guy probably knows his shit. All of a sudden, you just start to feel the pressure of judgment as his eyebrows lower in a frown, his eyes open, his nose wrinkles in disgust. But then he forces himself to keep doing it. He looks at the color, he waves it around, putting it between him and the light, and he says, "If you were trying to craft a poison, you succeeded admirably.
Harris like
This-
fist bump, like she's just like, I said that when I first smelled it.
But this," he takes the bottle and shakes it a little bit, "this, not only is this an abomination, but this is an insult to fermentation itself, and that which your family stands for. Have you no pride? You've taken spirits of what vastly different regions with all sorts of different notes and connotations and just destroyed their delicate balance of sugars and ethers and drowned them in a chaotic war of incompatibility. What is this? Whiskey, grain-based, so sharp, fighting violently with." He takes a sip and almost fucking spits it instantly. "Fight violently with the fruity acidity of the wine. Of the bitter notes of the ale curdled against the sickly sweetness of the mead. There's no harmony. This is the battlefield flavors that should have never met. And the ethanol. Who in the right mind puts ethanol in this shit? He takes another sip, tries to keep it in, rolls Constitution.
Tavish, like at first he looks offended, but then, as he says chaotic, he actually starts smiling.
All right, what was I saying? Right, Constitution saving throw. I'm gonna fucking puke this motherfucker. Let's see. My man has a +8. All right, he's good. So
He's good.
he says the ethanol. He takes the sip, keeps it in with a little bit of tears in his eyes. It's completely erratic. Mouthfeel is inconsistent, too oily in some parts and astringent in others. Do you even bother to mix this bullshit? The volatile compounds. Some of it isn't even properly distilled. He puts it down slowly, and all of a sudden there's like this look of actual pity, like actual sadness. And he just says one last thing, like tasting with his tongue. Did you accidentally make this carbonated? This is filth. It is so bad. It is like a celebration of not knowing how to do things. I've never in my life seen anyone take so many of these expensive products and decided to do so objectively terrible at brewing with them. And then he looks at the bottle, and once again does this thing with his tongue, like he's tasting it, and he grabs it again and takes another sip. And he does this fucking face of, like you just fucking ate a whole lemon. And he does the second thing with the tongue.
For someone that doesn't like the stuff, he drinks an awful lot of it.
My goodness, yeah, and Tavish is handling this much better than I thought. Look at his smile.
I'm ready to
Where does the honey come from? The mead, where does the honey come from? He speaks more calmly now.
Oh yes, well, there's this guy I know. He raises bees himself, and
I don't care about the fucking bees. I care about the tree.
You said honey, no?
Yes, the tree changes depending. Do I have to teach you everything, son? What tree? He puts one elbow down and takes another sip. What fucking tree did the bees make their hive in? Do you even know?
Well, they don't have a tree. They're raised by the man. They're on the man himself.
What trees are around?
Tavish
Tavish looks all confused. He's like, the bees and the honeycomb, they're on the man himself. I'm not. There's no trees.
Bees. They've clearly taken pollen from the flowers of a tree, probably a magnolia. I think you would do off better with a less fruity and less sweet one. Otherwise, the sweetness of the wine and its acidity, it's just mixing with two different types is too much. Takes another sip. This is strange note. I can't put my finger at. You've mixed it so hard. This is like a fucking poem made in 4 different languages.
Tavish looks more prideful now.
He takes another fucking sip, and now he looks properly fucking drunk. He's like, trying his best to stay fucking standing, and there's a guy who grabs him by the shoulder, and there's such a fucking pain to it, like it feels like the abandonment of your father. Like I can just remember the soundstep of my dad leaving as he crushed the wooden floorboards of our shitty farmhouse, and screaming at my mother as he left us. He takes another sip. This is fucking amazing. I want more. This is
Uh-huh.
like hating your life made liquid.
Yeah, that is precisely why I made it. It brings about all these emotions. There is none other like it.
He puts it down. And then he leans back. Breathes out. Let's see if he can fucking make right decisions. Okay. He manages to stay awake at least. And in his drunken stupor, he says, "All right, son. Your father was mediocre at best. And your mother deserved better. But they raised a fine child. One crazy son of a bitch. I acknowledge you, even if you probably don't even have a fucking clue of how you succeeded. Change the fucking honey next time, will ya? Be some properly settled grown. And bring it back to me. I'll probably ask for a good fucking package of these things. We can make good money. Especially in Okron.
Oh.
Cancel the auction. You've inspired me, son. You took a chance. I'm sure that there was so many people standing in your way to greatness, doubting you at every moment. Even I did. It takes the bottle. May I keep this one?
Yeah, yes. Got plenty.
Well, I have never been offered a drink without offering one in return. Raises his hand to the bodyguard in the back and he says, "Cancel the fucking auction and give this mine my best."
Ooh. Do I hear free?
Well, that's quite a wonderful cultural action just there. That was nice.
Now, before I fucking change my mind, all this bullshit wears off. And he looks at your bottle, takes another sip. Get the fuck out of my sight. Roll honor.
I'll go tavern.
Yeah.
Doctor, I don't know what happened just right now.
Paris is furiously writing in her notebook. She goes, I don't either.
No.
That was fascinating.
I gain no honor. With a +4.
Yeah, maiden this.
I should have used my inspiration. Oh well. Too late. I don't think I got a gain anymore anyway. I had 19.
Oh, yo, 19 honor. Crazy.
You have 19 honor?
Yeah.
That's
Holy shit. I mean,
insane.
it would have been a cool effect for you to get to 20.
Actually, yeah, like, shouldn't our names precede us? Like, almost everywhere. Our
Yeah.
honors like 17.
Alright, you know what? I'll give you the one chance. The DC is fucking 17. No, the DC is fucking 18, but you have advantage. Come on, try it.
Oh, okay.
And now I have to give you the fucking brew.
Oh my god. The
Oh.
worst rolls ever.
What is a honor or Ian and San?
Sanity.
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 So,
I'm gonna roll
honor,
I'm gonna roll sanity in real life now.
honor is a representation of short-term reputation. There is real reputation, you know, people will react to things you've done and the titles you've earned and whatnot. But honor is more of, you know, on the ground, on the street, sort of, oh, will people actually give a fuck about who you are
Okay.
or not? Well, sanity is, well, your wellness of mind. If you're feeling okay, if you're good, and if it goes too high, you will go batshit insane and you will die. If it goes too low, you will regrettably and uncontrollably try to kill yourself.
Yes,
Okay.
I have seen that firsthand.
You allowed that to happen to your character.
Not really. Kinda.
All right. So you're given a bottle. It is very tall. It has a very wavy and interesting pattern to the glass, and it's clearly well decorated. It looks rather expensive. Probably the most expensive brew you've ever seen in your life. Your eyes like go up and down, just trying to acquire, or rather figure out how expensive exactly this thing could possibly be.
Such a fancy
But you don't
bottle.
think you would. you would not think that anybody would take less than 150 gold pieces or something.
Oh wow.
Of course, nobody would be ready to pay that. There's a reason why people were auctioning it to get as much as possible, because nobody would actually pay the real probable price. The very bottle is decorated with gold inlinings and metallic like jewel work that surrounds the glass bottle.
You can enchant
And
it.
the forbidden elixir that lays within is beautiful. It is such a wonderful work of art that even just looking at it is worth it. Much less fucking tasting it. But it also has this very beautifully crafted label. Let me see if I can get it. Is it called the Devil's Draught? Yes, it is. Devil's Draught. Can't find it.
Not the
Here is it in
wretched
my.
brew.
Isn't that the fucking name of the tavern? I don't remember anymore.
No, I just wondered if the drink was also like that would be. if it was
Ah,
a
I
drink
see, I
also,
see, I
that
see, I
would be
see.
real funny. Like I was like, oh, and that's why they like retched.
Okay, let's see. Okay, there it is. I need to find an icon for it.
Maybe
Are you?
in the future I can trade this for something valuable or whatever.
As long as
By
you
the way,
don't just drink it because you're tempted.
Giltherian, are you good?
Yeah. I was just
All
listening.
right, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for listening, guys. You're making my day all that bit better.
Having a lot of fun with you guys.
I give you
Thomas,
virtual
do you
hug.
have something? Yo, you virtual hug.
Virtual hug! Woo!
Virtual hug.
Oh, shit! I was copying the description of the item to a new version so that I don't delete the previous, and instead I copied the whole fucking script about how fucking angry the guy was at you. Let's see.
Like I mean, in Tavish's eyes, he was both insulting, but mostly actually like you know,
Makes sense.
what do you call that? Admiring the brew. He perfectly captured what the intention of the brew was, for it to be for it to be chaotic and emotion tingling.
My game froze. Okay, no mind, it's back. Okay, sorry guys, taking a second. Things are not doing the cooperation move.
Oh, Paris, I think you're still Mistwin in the players on the bottom left.
Oh, I am. How do I change that? Do I change that myself?
I think it's the right click.
Yes, so at the bottom left, you have to right-click, use the configuration, and select your character.
Oh wait, I haven't selected. I select Axis.
It is the truth.
And,
Okay, so
and Val still has the intervening beholder.
There we
Oh,
go.
Because
do I?
he keep
Oh,
intervening. He keep intervening.
and beholding. How about that?
Yeah.
Behold.
Although you could be also the intervening biatch.
Oh,
But that's
is this true?
yes.
Are these allegations correct? So, by the way, this thing would actually be 1,500 gold pieces.
Oh,
But, you know, we divide by 10.
Christ.
damn. I can trade this in for a ship.
Yo, actually.
What?
Okay, we need to find the Frederick Renault, guys. I'm pretty sure that he might be back. Back in the caverns. I don't think he's in this city, in this town.
I go back to the group and then.
He very, very distant Paris now.
Okay, so here's your prize, Mr. Tubish.
Ooh,
Come back here.
is for me? Ooh, that looks very fancy. I give him a Rivalorian bow. I put my heart to my chest, or is it my chest or my heart? And then I nod.
You confuse me so hard there.
You put your heart to your chest.
Oh, I put my hand to my chest.
Because it was like, where do you keep your heart and chest
You just have a
usually?
spare one.
I said,
All right.
Gaturian, I found this very valuable drink. You mind trading it for your rapier there?
Avish. No.
Thomas, did you want
Right.
to do something in here, by the way? Oh, Catherine wasn't done. What is it, Catherine?
I don't know what kind of drink you had, but the answer is and will forever be no.
Oh,
All right. Thomas, you haven't done anything here in the tavern. Did you wish to do anything?
No, just fun.
no,
Just have fun.
he's
All
dancing.
right. Well, having fun is good. Roll sanity.
Nice.
Fun is always nice.
This guy's
We'll see
fucking
based on the roll.
it's an acrobatic tricks over here on the table. So.
Oh,
Wait, Avish, are we any closer to asking if anybody saw Frederick?
the
Ah,
other
that's why we
alchemist,
came
the
in here.
Springlet.
No, yes, yes.
Yes,
I
Avish.
did ask
Yes,
the
Avish.
man about Frederick. But then we went on about drinking and yes.
And now you made him drunk.
Oh
And
yes, he
as you
told.
turn to the table, the man has your drink in his hand, and he's like looking at it, and he's like, oh, what was I toasting for? It's just like the people are like fucking sick and tired by now to hear about your super fucking Black Death drink. The guy just keeps talking about it like it's the most fancy shit in the universe. And when he does this thing where he's like, I was toasted to something, but it doesn't matter because it's nothing compared, whatever it was, to the fucking balls of this man to make these carbonated.
And yet again, your drink is the downfall of our efforts.
But
Is there anybody else that you can not get drunk and ask?
but on the
Since
upper
you seem to
hand,
mingle so easily.
I did get my
What was
Honestly,
that,
hands
I
on
sorry?
think
this
we just
valuable drink.
over fermented it, and that's why it looks like it's carbonated.
Oh,
What is that,
perhaps
Savage?
that's
You're
it.
asking here finally?
Oh yes, Mr. Man. So about that alchemist you mentioned, seeing him.
Oh, it's the artist himself. What a fucking honor. Welcome back. Is it be like fucking 2 seconds, or is this fucking drink fucking me up? Anyway,
Laughter.
alchemist man. Yes. Well, I usually don't fucking meddle in the business of the bloody boys, but you know what? You're one of us now. So I ought to tell you, if you got some business with Renell, in under personal, because if it's just a fucking gold coin or two, you can just fucking forget it. It'll be all the best. Well, if you have something personal or you for some reason care about the man, I don't believe that when they took him, they did it to take care of him. I think they took him somewhere deep into their caverns, and they didn't do it to do him a favor. I mean, I only heard rumors. It would seem like he was rather angry. But take
How,
him they did.
how peculiar. Well, I suppose that's somewhere to go to. I look at Gathurin, and then my thanks. Hope you enjoy your time here. And then I said, yes. So I spoke to him again. He said that he was taken by somebody, seemingly unwillingly, deeper into the caverns.
There were three
Ah,
paths in the in the caverns, Tavish. Could you ask him? Does he know which direction?
Well, if I ask him again, I might owe him a gold coin. But
Oh, fair point. Wait, maybe we can. Uh, It's sound advice already, and that's more information than we had before. We can continue on.
We will investigate further deep in the cavern, although I'm not very thrilled.
You like look at your shoe where you think there's a stain, but you have fucking prestidigitated it like 13 times in the past hour and still doesn't go away. Because
Paris looks at Gelther in like kind of like, in a camaraderie way, and she goes, "At least we will be out of this city,
Yeah,
and somewhere
That's
less populated."
that's actually a very comforting thought, Doctor.
hey, Gatorian, did someone barf on
Yes,
your back
let's
there?
go.
Excuse me?
Did someone throw up on your back?
Don't joke with him, Paris. You know he's on.
Avish.
I'm supposed to take him right now before he sees it. We're in a tavern, like someone had just done it by accident.
I cast precipitation on them.
Okay, there is a good like 30% that it was actually true. Oh my god, it is true.
Oh.
All right, so Paris prestigitates it before Catherine can tell.
Paris tells Savage too, yeah.
Let's leave this place, please.
Let's go.
All right.
Thomas, we're gonna go. We
Is
think the caverns are
it?
better.
Oh, yeah, you know, I could perhaps teach you some dance moves in the future. I'm quite known for
No.
my dancing.
A performance between
Yes.
the two of you could be quite lucrative. Let's continue.
Bye.
All right.
But maybe
Yes,
maybe
tell me,
let them
Thomas.
in a less crowded area, lest someone steal your dancing secrets, right?
Oh, you're
Please.
Thomas, what is it?
In the lucid moment for Thomas, the soldiers in the back room, no back room, no, in the after room, uh, the room of the mother of everything.
Oh yeah, what about them?
The soldier used weapons like the one I found.
Oh yeah, what about them? Yeah, they do have weapons like yours, yeah.
This is a same weapon.
Yeah, the
It's
same
not.
magic.
It's not the same. It's not the same. It looks a lot more powerful.
Ah, okay.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Count down until somebody gets really fucking angry.
We need to get out of here.
All right. So what are we doing? Let's move you again over here. So you're back in the street of Devil's Gift. You still have many businesses that you could visit, or you could perhaps decide you have enough information from this, and you can proceed. It's up to you. Oh my god, I forgot the entire entrance of Devil's Gift. I knew I was forgetting something.
Hmm?
Fuck. I let you in without passing through the guards and the gates. Fuck.
We did a guards and a gate thing last time.
No, not that. That was just like the fucking cavern. So there's an actual like entrance to the city, and I forgot it.
Maybe
Alright, doesn't matter.
Maybe they weren't around.
Now, you know what? Now is the exit. Alright. Let's just say that you went through the entrance without issue, but maybe next time that we pass through there, we might have some issues.
Oh.
So, what's next, everyone?
Let's go deeper in the cavern, I guess.
We go deeper in the cavern.
I'm surprised there was no jokes there. So,
I could have taken that.
So, what map do I have to load? I think it might be this one.
I have to make a joke out of it.
Where is Galahad when you need him?
I mean, God would have said something cringe.
Yep. So the next map, it's probably the depths. So I'm gonna go to my compendium of maps, open it, open your campaign folder. This is campaign 3. And then I go to Underdark. Nope, I didn't put it there, fuck. Cursed, is it this one? Maybe. Let's see. I think it is. There's one. Regenerate. View. Yep. Yep. Okay. Quite a messy place. Right, but you're not going here directly. You have to go to through the to that what's it called? The crossroads in the underdog. All right. So we're back here.
We must face the dark of Moria.
You will last a second.
Oh no.
You're out. You're good. You're good. All right. Oh shit. All right. So do you guys see your tokens yet?
No. Still loading.
Ah, it's loading. Okay. Acceptable.
I'm at the entrance. I'm at the entrance.
All right. Good.
Loading inward.
Still loading.
I want to be a real boy.
So you don't want to stay Mouse Man forever?
Yes. Thomas, I want to be a real boy.
A real boy like Pinocchio.
Oh,
Okay.
it's quite dark in
okay.
here.
So as
Oh,
you
no.
walk through Devil's Gift once more and you reach the crossroads, you realize, well, there's only two ways to go. You can either go backwards and look for other paths within the web of rails, or you can seek to infiltrate through that one entrance that the accursed are guarding.
Uh,
We have no
should I make a
guarantees that
distraction? I'm quite good at that.
is an accent. There were
So this direction doesn't lead deeper.
That's where we came
where
from.
we were before. Where we came from was where they had the accursed, the guy with the big red hump and everything like that, right? Out of character. That's where we came from, right? Before.
Yeah, which is like in this direction.
Mm-hmm.
Look me, like in this direction.
So if we go back that way,
The-
we've just got the accursed guard.
This is the
show.
this is the cave we went to discuss.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Paris is going to say, we know, we have more information now, at least on Miss, and she's still whispering. She doesn't want to give Elizabeth too much hope. On Mr. Renault, we should get back to where we were. Can follow the tracks in the cabins if we can find them. Now that we have perfume,
But we haven't tried there. And she aims over here. Didn't they say that the people in red took him?
Ah, yes.
Questions to Tavish. Did he say the people in red?
Well, he didn't say specifically them, but I mean.
He said the red boys.
Oh, did he?
He
Oh.
did.
He did say that.
Yes, he
Yes,
did.
I forgot that I said that.
We can try to go and ask what it takes to go further from that way and reassess the situation.
The Blood Boys.
The blood boys.
That's right, Mr. Thomas. The blood boys.
Hello, Mr. Red cloak person, man, woman.
You see that there's a small line of people waiting to also be allowed in.
Okay. Can I?
But this one is like rejected for some reason. She's like, well, I just wanted to see what it's all about. What a terrible church.
Can I, with perfume, go ahead of them and just pretend I'm a normal skunk?
Well, people look at the rodent and they look at him a bit weird, but they ignore it mostly. But as you approach here, this guy's like, "What the fuck is this?" and kicks perfume away.
No, how dare you! You see Tavish like lift up his arm and start trying to cast a spell.
Okay.
Paris
Everything
lifts up
all
her
right,
arm and
Tavish?
goes, "Woohoo!" as well.
Everything all right, Tavi?
I just understood that Paris thought you were like like saying woohoo, but you're casting a spell.
Yeah,
Oh my god! Okay, no, he's actually casting a spell.
Are you casting the spell?
I'm
Oh,
beginning
no.
to.
Avish, what the hell are you doing?
They kicked my. They kicked my.
You sent her there.
Avish,
People can't be held accountable for your own stupidity. Perfume. She goes and gets perfume. Will perfume let her pick her up?
How hurt is perfume?
Just bring
I
her
don't know.
gently.
Nothing. It is nothing. It's just pushing.
Avish,
Brings perfume over.
do you understand that these people are probably in dozens and we are just 4?
I bark at you.
I only see 3.
You've got to think about where we are. We're in the middle of their area.
Avish,
Any direction we go, we only have them.
I can barely hear you, Doctor. Though.
Oh yeah, you sound very faint.
Yeah, you're
Sorry,
very
guys.
quiet. There is. Oh, what time is it? Oh, thank God! I thought I was late. All right, guys. So, you stop Tavis from casting, and you guys realize, well, force clearly is most probably the most. It's not an option really to at least get through that entrance.
I mean, it's always an option.
It's not always
Okay,
a good
to
one.
do it and survive.
Everyone is against you.
Thomas already drawing his short bow.
Thomas is so ride or die. That is so funny,
Hell yeah,
Thomas. Okay,
Thomas.
that's hilarious. No, both of you. No.
Everyone is against you. Tavish.
Tavish, you know that you can be much more convincing
Kill them
than
now.
that.
I
Kill
suppose.
them now? Did he say kill them now?
Thomas. How did you exactly? Did you get in a cage with those bugs? You know, how did you become their prisoner again?
You see Tavish.
Thomas, wait. Thomas, do you answer that?
No, it's a joke.
How did you become a prisoner with those bugs again, Thomas? Mr. Thomas.
With the ants.
With the ants. How do you think maybe you picked a fight that was bigger than than you were capable of, Thomas?
Oh, you think just because he's short
Okay,
that
okay.
everything is too big for him?
Thomas, what do you answer?
I'm not talking about physical size, Tavish.
Sorry.
Thomas, what do you answer,
No,
Thomas?
You listen me?
Yeah.
Huh?
Let's just keep everyone keeps interrupting you.
No, I speak. Okay, I call me. Sorry.
No, I say
Don't
okay.
be sorry. You don't have to be so sorry. No, it's great that you're there to support Tavish, but Tavish is quite quick to trigger in a way.
Oh, so we're not attacking them. I look at Thomas.
So
Paris looks at Galthurian in complete, just like, no,
Okay,
we're never going to attack them, Tavish.
I will explain it in a very easy way for both of you. When we came here, we seen 5 to 7 people just at the entrance. Inside the area over there were a dozen or 2 of these people. Here there are 3 more. We found other guards in the living quarters. If we attack one of them here and someone screams, we will be swarmed by dozen and dozen of these people. Now, I don't know exactly how do you think we can endure something like that, but my calculation states that we cannot. So let's try to be peaceful and not die today.
Oh yeah, man.
Well, I suppose you make a good point.
I
and
understand.
you stop your own butt cheek with the point of the mineral behind you.
I
Make a good point.
understand that the alcohol can induce a loss of short memory, but you didn't drink much, Tavish. So I think you still remember how many people we encountered in the hour we were here. So don't be hasty in fighting.
Valerie says to Tavish, holding his sleeve, he says, "Maybe you can play music for them and they'll let us in."
That's a very good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I think that gives me an idea.
Diplomacy.
Perhaps
Diplomacy.
perhaps I could tell him that I am needed in there and I play music.
There is
Infiltration techniques. Oh my god.
there are many ways that do not revolve around killing all of us to enter in a place.
I like those days.
How many people have
Valerie and Paris, they said the same sentence at the same time.
How many people have passed through here already while we've been having this conversation?
You see like maybe 3 or 4, and many more have been like shooed away. You don't know under what pretense they are accepted or not, but
Okay.
and this guy, for example, gets shooed away. He's like, "What? I've already let go of my belief of that damned false god."
Let's just queue up and see if they allow us.
Campain, wasn't he the
Is there
one
anybody in
earlier
front of
who
us
was
right now?
saying he'd never turn to the All Mother just before that meeting? His heart's quite changed, hasn't it?
I don't know what drives people here.
Hello,
There's something more here.
Mr. Hooded Man. Yes. Would you care to hear?
Hello, visitors. Welcome. If you are wanting to join our ranks, and you are sure to have let go of all of your um, roots and ties to the false holy order, then you may go beyond this point and start your initiation within your ranks. Sadly, the Old Mother will not be here at this time to meet you and to bless your joining, but I'm sure that you will get to meet her on her next visit.
How old does this man look like?
Not that much. He's probably only a little bit older than you, but he does have the clear signs that his right arm is completely fused to the side of his chest.
But he's not a young adult, is he?
He's not what?
He's not a young adult.
No, this is it's an adult.
Okay.
He says, continuing.
Okay.
Now, what brings you? Is it? Am I right to believe that you wish to join us?
Yes, and as a token of our sincerity, here is a bit of holy water, and then I'm gonna hand him one vial of holy water.
My, this is a great gift. Oh, the accursed of devil's gift. Thank you for your contribution, my friend. He takes it, puts it on his sack behind his cloak. Okay, Home nods and keeps intently looking at everything you do. Then, what do you answer to this man?
Yes. Well, I told him as a token of our sincerity.
Yeah, he said thank you for your contribution, but he still waited for the answer to this question. Do you wish to join or not?
Well, yes, yes, we wish to join. I had hoped that was clear through my little contribution. But yes, indeed.
I see. Good. Well, I see you're very colorful individuals. Is this a harem gun? No, this is something else.
This is Little Mouse Man.
Mouse folk out of Prowler? What a rare sight. Oh, yes, the Mastiff should have given it away.
Hi.
Well, you're already wearing red, friend. You're like half already there. Do you know the meaning of our red cloaks, little one?
I look intently at Thomas.
Sorry. Repeat me, please.
Do you
Okay.
know the meaning or the reason why we wear these red cloaks?
Oh no, me perdí.
Oh,
No.
is that perhaps
Because-
so that people don't see you bleed?
No, don't answer. He needs to.
Oh,
So,
sorry.
Thomas,
Sí.
te han preguntado si
Jeez.
sabes por qué llevan rojo.
Ah, porque ellos llevan rojo.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
I thought he understood,
Por-
but he wasn't sure. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't understand.
Um, use the red for the mother of everything.
Indeed.
Hmm.
The source of all hemomantic powers. The All Mother. Indeed, it is her blood. The blood that a mother sheds to bring a child to life. The blood of humanity and all of its allies.
Oh.
Good. It's good that you know. He looks at Tavish and he says, You also have red in your hair. Not quite as red as the All Mothers. But it's all right. After all, only women can be beloved and kissed by the one in such a way. But you are sun-kissed, and it's almost as beautiful and as admirable.
Ah, you should tell that to me to the ladies back home.
Do you know the meaning of the red crimson hair of those that we consider holy women and priestesses to the one?
I'm not entirely sure. I had hoped to glean more information from within.
Okay, you don't even want to roll. Good. Well, he says, a shame. Such knowledge is basic. What of you, scholar? Have you yet witnessed or practiced hemomancy yourself?
He looks at me.
Yeah?
Oh no, I've dabbled in simple magic so far. I haven't tried or read anything regarding hemomancy. Though if you have anything regarding the issue, I would be very glad to read and try to comprehend.
Good. Willingness to learn is a blessed trait by our god and goddess. He looks at Paris and he says, I know not if a beating heart is hidden beyond your armored self, but I know that those of metal and wood are just as beloved by the old mother as any of her other children. He probably thinks that you're a golem kid.
Ooh, Paris nods. Paris nods and gives like lifts one arm up and like kind of pulls like her arm down, like in a fist thing, like her elbow down. Like, I
Okay.
agree.
You choose to keep him ignorant in a tactical maneuver. What about the rest? Are you going to push them forward to also be allowed in, or are you going to keep them here?
No, I mean, unless the team does. Paris is kind of arranged for them preempt herself. But if anyone
Yes,
else
to leave.
tries to bring them, she wouldn't like. She'd say something, but then it'd just be a conversation. It wouldn't be anything. They can come too. She'd be like, oh, oops.
So he's going. Then they're not going to be. I mean, they're not going to be allowed in otherwise. But maybe it's a better idea for them to leave now. It is up to you. Oh well, Elizabeth probably would like to see her father and stuff. But it's up to you guys. What do you guys decide to do with the children?
I'm gonna motion to Elizabeth to bring her over here.
Okay. She approaches. Tavish unapologetically decides. As Tavish does.
Yes. This little one here also is curious about this whole thing, and she will be coming with me if that's fine. have them
Oh,
start
watch.
young, as I've heard.
Let me see if I can perceive a little something. He says, "Oh my, what wonderful hair do you have? Yes, little one, you are also blessed by him. Well, I see no reason for a little one of yours to accompany you."
Ah, well, nice. And then I'm gonna start moving forward. Does he let me?
All right. Yeah, sure.
All right. I'm gonna hold Elizabeth's hand. Like, all right, little one, let's go. Hello,
All right.
Mr.
Wait,
Man.
I'm not coming with you.
We can't leave her alone, Doctor.
Oh, sorry, my mic's off. I don't think they allow Drakelings in there, and if Galtherian's okay with it, I think it would be best for her to stay out here and look after Icy for me.
I wouldn't leave her alone here with all these people. And we
Fine.
have no way out. We
You're
don't know
right.
what awaits us deeper down.
You're right.
I know it's a danger, but
Hopefully they'll let Icy in then. That's a good point, Galtherian. Let's see.
Okay. You guys have been so nice and cooperative today. I like it.
Oh, Paris does it begrudgingly, but yeah, you're so right. By themselves, it's not good.
I mean, it could have been good. You never know. But it's good that you're talking merrily and happily. You don't seem to question your animals whatsoever. But upon little Valerie approaching, you need to pass to let me approach. I'm gonna put Tavish a bit to the side just for a moment.
Huh.
Oops. I hope I didn't bug anybody. Okay. Galtherian passes, Paris passes, the pets pass. This guy's in the fucking way.
I grabbed the hand of Valerie to hold on to, so
Okay.
she's not alone.
And then when home appears, the man says almost the same thing that he said to Paris. He says, "Oh, beloved children, the only ones blessed with the eternal life we were all owed." All right, let's continue.
Yes.
So as you get here, then the man looks around and he says, "Do not draw weapons of the inner sanctum. You will be shown the truth about our purpose. You will take your vows and will be given your linens, and you may never take them off
Oh,
unless
so we can't strip
requested
naked.
by your quest."
Ah, very well then.
All right, guys. Next is a big 2 or 3 maps that go in quick succession with lots and lots of possible combat. So, what do you think if we can leave it here? Since I do have to be by 11 at work. Is that okay? All right.
No
Well, thank you so
problemo.
much, guys. You made my day a bit better. I didn't want to talk about it too much, but yeah, yesterday I had a really really bad day, and you guys really helped me out playing with me. I swear it feels really nice to disconnect a bit. Thank you so much.
If you want to
Absolutely.
talk about it anytime, shoot a message, mate.
Yeah, I know I can. Thank you, Najim. Maybe I will. All right, guys. Thank you so much for everything. I'll be seeing you guys next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye. See you.
And enjoy the rest of your day.
I was gonna have I was gonna have perfume like pee like on the floor, like so that the pee reaches this guy, just as a way to spite him before we leave.
I mean, I think that's still something you can do. Definitely,
Alright.
definitely a possible.
Can you imagine how horrid skunk pee smells like?
I can.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go play my Stardew mod. It's guys, highly recommend the game Stardew. Anyone just wants a
Oh,
nice
Stardew
game.
Valley.
Yeah, I haven't wanted to play
Yeah.
that for a while.
Stardew Valley, I actually had it on Switch years ago. I got it on